What's up, guys and girls? Dave Goyce, aka Comerica Muscle, here with another episode of Superhero Strong on Muscle Sport TV. I'm here with Dan Mendoza. You've met Dan in a couple of my videos. And three-time, let me see if I get this right, three-time national overall champion.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Orange County.
Yes, sir.
Johnny Jimenez. Did I miss any titles?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
He said it all clear, and I'm excited to be here, guys. I'm proud to be the first Muscle Icon competition here in South Bay. Dan, the main promoter here, gave me the opportunity to come and be a part of such an epic event, and I'm really excited and looking forward to it, you guys. Bodybuilding to me is a lifestyle. It's a passion that I carry through as an art in bodybuilding, and to see that live is just going to be phenomenal. So I'm really excited, look forward to it, and I'm excited to be here with these two guys.
It's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, so, the opportunity to be here it's amazing, guys.
Now, have you ever judged a bodybuilding show before?
No, I have not, to be honest.
What's the certain kind of criteria you're looking for that you think?
I look for, if I was, obviously for going into my first competition in judging, confidence, I look for confidence in a physique competitor, passion, obviously if they've practiced posing, the conditioning, and then overall symmetry, overall just package, and they have to have a good time on stage too, so I look for all those assets while I see a competitor, whether it's a bikini competitor, men's physique competitor, bodybuilder, classic physique, overall you can see the hard work that they put on there, so they have to be symmetrically proportional all around.
Okay. I was going through your Instagram page and I noticed you've been exactly like me. You've been an ectomorph and you've been a mesomorph. So you run the gambit. You were extra skinny. I assume it took you a long time to gain weight?
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, I remember when I first started bodybuilding in 2005, I went into my first competition in Venice Beach, California.
Oh yeah.
Which you've done yourself. It was an awesome experience, going in there. I knew, thinking, okay, I'm only going to eat tuna, hard-boiled eggs, no supplements. So I just, I thought that by eating tuna and hard-boiled eggs, I was going to make an impression. And I ended up getting 6th place. So I was kind of bummed out about that for my first show. But needless to say, I just kind of made my homework and I did my research as far as nutrition goes, and really kind of implements what the body really needs to build muscle. And carbohydrates is a big asset to building muscle. So obviously I knew I wasn't eating enough. I was eating only nothing but protein. But from the first competition, I started doing more and more and more, and just ever since then I just been competing.
How old were you when you did the first competition?
I was about 17 years old.
And you?
24.
Wow.
Yeah.
I asked Dan this earlier, were you nervous?
Nervous? No. I was just kind of more not knowing what to expect. My first competition up there, I had no coach. I had zero experience. I just kind of went up there and said, all right, I'm gonna roll with it. And, it was exciting, and it was exciting to see all these competitors up there. They were having fun. I was having fun too, but when I got 6th place, I was like, okay, this is not cool. So it really humbled me right away. And let me tell you, actually I went back 2 years later. I competed in my first competition in NPC, and I won 1st place. So I was kind of like, whoa, I really did my homework as far as the food, the training, the cardio, the posing. So it kind of showed on stage. It was awesome. And then I've been competing ever since 2006 all the way till now. And even for now, I'm getting ready for NPC Universe. Okay. So, which is in July in New Jersey. I did my first national show last year. I ended up getting 10th place out of 42 guys. Did the Mr. USA, got 3rd. And then I also went back to Miami just recently in November, got 5th. So I'm in the top 5 national spots. So this year around, definitely making an impact and some noise to make sure I put a name out there for myself,
Yeah.
Yeah, it already is.
It is. Now,
awesome. Thanks, guys.
Right after this quick commercial from Titan Medical, we're going to get back, and I want to know exactly how you guys linked up for you to be judging, okay? So stay tuned.
How you doing? My name is John Sikoris, and this is Sharice Sikoris. and we're the owners of Titan Medical Center.
Okay guys, Dave Goyce, welcome back to Superhero Strong. So Dan, how did you get a hold of?
So when we first started the Muscle Icon Instagram page, I, needless to say, didn't have any content really. That's kind of why I competed for that first show in Muscle Beach, or that last show in Muscle Beach I did. So we have some kind of content, so I would go through the process, and so people can kind of see the behind the scenes a little bit. Then when we were getting the Instagram page going, I was trying to find people that I thought were kind of supporting the same message that we were trying to promote in terms of what kind of content they're putting out. And Johnny really kind of stuck out as, like, he was taking a leadership kind of role to his followers, and he seemed like he had succeeded. He'd done really well in competing, and he was actually tagging us in a lot of his posts. So not many people, we weren't really interacting with too many people in the industry, or I should say too many big names in the industry, at the time. And Johnny just seemed like he had a big interest in what we were doing, and it just showed kind of right away. And we just started talking on social media first, and then linked up. And then the more we kept talking about the show, and the more stuff, the more of his stuff I started to see, it just became really obvious. Having Johnny part of the show would add a lot of value to it. It's grown in a lot of different ways that I wouldn't have expected because he's a part of it now. So it was kind of a funny way to beat somebody, It
was awesome.
It was great.
That's the one thing I really liked about your show out of everything, was you're really kind of catering to a lot of amateurs too.
Yeah.
Getting behind the scenes on getting the jitters out and stuff like that. What's really going to be, I don't know, I've never competed in my life. And I can't imagine having someone like you that have done this, and Mike O'Hearn sitting there judging me for the first time. Yeah. So they're really going to have to be calm.
One of the things that is becoming a lot more evident now is that when I noticed from the beginning is when people talk about bodybuilding at all, they're really talking about bodybuilding from the IFBB and the other. That's the main. They're talking about the NFL basically, that's all you're really talking about. This is kind of an opportunity, at least for this, starting in the South Bay, to have people start talking about bodybuilding in a different way. It's a different direction. One of my goals is that the people that were exposed to bodybuilding, or maybe just got rubbed the wrong way by it and just decided to not pursue the sport anymore, it'd be great to give them a platform like this.
What is some of the things that you think is going to happen for the competitors to help get rid of, alleviate that nervousness?
When you've competed and you go through the process of a few times, you learn something new each time. That was my experience.
Yes.
Every time I got up, I was like, okay, maybe, man, last time when I finished the show, I looked great 2 days later. Maybe I didn't time it right. Or maybe me feeling great on the show day, isn't based on the day before. It's based on the last 5 days leading up to that day. I think passing on that information, this is normal to feel, you guys coming in are going to be nervous, and there are strategies you can use that, someone like Johnny's learned, someone like I've learned, and some of these other guys will have helping the competitors, to help them calm those nerves.
What kind of strategies do you use?
Strategy number one being is practicing my posing, and I think that's huge. Whether you're classic physique, myself on a classic physique, or if you're a bodybuilder, or if you're women's bikini, it's very important that you take the time to really practice your posing in front of the mirror, away from the mirror, record yourself, take pictures. That's been one of my biggest assets in my career, that I would take a lot of videos, I would take a lot of pictures, and really study myself of okay, I don't look as symmetrical this way. Oh, okay, I don't look as aesthetic, right? So for me, I look at it more as an art of how I can show the judges my physique and how I can present it. That's one of my biggest assets. Another thing would be leading up to the show, the importance of the timing, with the water, when to pull out the water. The old school method was pull out the water Sunday through Saturday. That's clearly not the way to do it now anymore, because you don't want to deplete your body too much water from Sunday to Saturday, because your muscles will deplete. You go flat. So my strategy is cutting the water on Friday after 5. Sodium would be anywhere from like Wednesday to Thursday, but I can't really tell you exactly what day because I would have to look at your body, right? So a great coach is not going to tell you, okay, we're going to pull your water this day, and then we're going to take your sodium off this day, and we're going to start carbing you up this day. No, it doesn't work that way. A great coach is going to tell you, we're going to go based off how your body's looking there and then, right? Because you can't make adjustments according to when you think.
Right.
The body, whether it's male, female, changes drastically from the nerves, from the the stress, the the anxiety. Like one of the biggest things is cortisol. It's a hormone people don't know about.
Yeah.
When they get nervous, they release this cortisol hormone, male and female, and you retain water, and you can feel it. I mean, you may not know it while you're stressed out, but you can feel that water retention. And that's what sometimes throws athletes from a placing, from going from top 3, top 5, or maybe they should have died longer, or maybe they should have been conditioning a little more throughout their prep. So a lot of it has to go based off individual athletes. So as a competitor, I would say, regardless of the competition, just go out and have fun.
Yeah.
Forget politics, forget anything, just go out there and have a good time. Enjoy yourself, because at the end of the day, you're doing something that 4% of the population can do, right? Get on stage and show your physique, whether you think it's perfect or not. Another big thing that I would say too, as a competitor, when you compete, whether you win or lose, don't take that mentally hard. And I know it's easier said than done, because I'm hard on myself. If I don't win, I feel like, man, where did I go wrong? But now I've been able to tell myself, you know what, I'm blessed with what I do. So what I do is something that most people can't do. They wish they can do. So, while I'm staring at myself in the mirror and I'm posing, or whenever I'm competing, or the pictures that I see from professional pictures, I'm like, wow, I did that. That's awesome. It's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
So, even Dan, when he competed, for him to get at the shape that he was when he competed, that was at his best shape. So my main thing is, guys, when you compete, just enjoy yourselves. Have fun.
Last question before I wrap this up
Yes,
is, while I'm thinking about it, you were talking about being hard on yourself. Have you guys asked the judges exactly, like after a show, hey, what could I have done better to be a better athlete? And do you recommend them doing that?
Absolutely. I mean, it's feedback, and when I got my feedback from nationals, I didn't take it hard. I just said, wow. I asked the judge, I said, hey, Steve Weinberger, I said, what can I do to become the elite, bodybuilder to go into the IFBB? And he responded right away. And he had mentioned that in the conversation, speaking about how other guys get frustrated.
Yeah.
Or they say, oh, you guys didn't judge it fair, politics. I hear that a lot. But to me now, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, there's some politics into it, but, if your physique looks 1,000% on point, there should be no reason why they shouldn't pick you.
Yeah.
But if your physique is not fully completed, and if they didn't pick you, why are you mad? So that's the biggest question as a competitor, when you don't get picked top 5 and you're really upset, especially because, yeah, I get it, you spent so much money. But the feedback that they have given you, you should take that into consideration and really reevaluate yourself with what they said and what you see and what you don't see, and what you can make better. Next time, take that feedback and fuel yourself to become your best.
The judges are in a unique position, just as the authority, to tell you what you should improve on that most other people are not going to tell you.
Correct.
Most of your friends and family are just going to tell you look great, because compared to everyone that they know, you probably are, the superhero. But the judges are going to be really honest and give it to you straight as to what you need to work on. They're just trying to help, especially if you ask them straight up, hey, what can I do to get better? They're being honest. It's criticism. When you said go up there and have a good time, and you've already accomplished so much by getting on stage, I think it's also really noteworthy to point out that you've most likely affected a ton of people along the way getting to the stage. So in a way, you've already been successful in another aspect that most competitors don't see, because they're so fixated on getting to the stage and getting that first place prize, is that everyone in the audience, or all the 10 people that came with you to see the show, they've been impacted this whole time, and they're all super motivated. We interviewed someone the other day who was initially out of shape and got motivated by someone who did a show and then is now competing and motivating everybody in our gym. It's like, it's the one side of competing that doesn't get talked about, in my opinion, and something that I really think the competitors going into this show should take into account as well, you know, and it makes the experience so much more fun.
I want to thank you guys, Johnny, especially you. You drove a hell of a long way to be here.
It was worth it, guys.
It's like over 100 miles he drove for this interview, so I appreciate that. And Dan, I appreciate everything you do. So let them know the time and the place, exactly what it's going to be.
So the way we're going to do it is we're going to get competitors. We want you guys to show up as early as 7:30, or you can get here earlier, even better. Come here with food that you plan on eating that day. We're going to get you tanned, registered, get your paperwork, and then we'll also give you a walk through the stage and everything so you know exactly what class you're in. We'll get you weighed if you have to go through weigh-ins. And then the doors will open at 9 and the show will officially start at 10. And so we'll make that all clear for you when you get here. But pre-judging will be 10, final judging will be 1 o'clock, and the show will go on until 5. So we'll have guest posing, vendors here. So there will be a lot for you guys to do in between when you're not on stage. We'll have food accessible to you, water, everything you need. And if there is anything in particular that you want at the show, please let us know beforehand. You can let me know now on social media at muscleicon.com, or visit our website and check out the resources section, www.muscleicon.com. Thanks a lot, guys.
So this is Dave Goyce, aka Comerica Muscle, saying eat clean, train dirty, trust the process, stay superhero strong, and we out.
Because of that, it's not because of money. Works in my blood and I kill because I'm hungry.